Cuneiform and hieroglyphs are the two of the earliest writing systems in history. Cuneiform was developed by the Sumerians in Mesopotamia 3400 BCE, and it is used wedge-shaped, marked, pressed into clay tablets with a reed stylus. It began as a simple pictures but later represents sounds and ideas for recording laws, trade, and literature. Hieroglyphs created by ancient Egypt are at the same time, were picture symbol written on the papyrus and carved on temple walls. They combined pictograms, ideas, and sound symbols and were mainly used for religious texts and royal records.
Today, I'm going to share two really interesting milestones in the history of information that shows just how much writing has changed over time. First, let's go way back to 13,000 BC. We usually think of writing on paper, but back then, tortoise shells and oracle bones were actually used for writing. This was a form of Chinese character usage found on oracle bones. It really shows that before we had convenient notebooks, people used whatever materials were available in nature to record information or to write information. And this is the picture or example of tortoise shells and oracle bones writing.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can I ask about the lesson we had earlier in class?
Do you mean about the evolution of the writing materials, sir?
Yes, that one.
So let's talk about the earliest writing materials. Do you know what the Egyptians used back in the days?
I think they used papyrus roll. Am I right?
Exactly, correct. Papyrus rolls came from what you call the papyrus plant. They press the script plants together to form sheets, and they are glued together to form also long rolls.
So they have to open the whole thing just to read like a part of the script?
Yeah, well, it worked well with long text. However, they have a hard time flipping the pages because all those texts are in one single row.
So how about the one in China, the small steel script something?
The Chinese small steel script wasn't considered as a writing material, but rather a writing style used by the Qin dynasty.
So why is it important?
Because it made the Chinese characters more organized and uniform, which became a standard for Chinese people.
So everyone was writing in the same style?
Exactly, that is why communication is much more easier and consistent.
And I think the last one was, it was parchment codex, right?
Correct. And what do you know anything about the parchment codex?
So a parchment is composed of animal skin, usually goat or sheep, and then a codex is basically an early version of a book, right?
Correct.
So instead of like long scrolls, they use like books where they flip the pages.
Exactly, that is why parchment codex is much more sturdier and easy to carry and more convenient than scrolls.
Wow, that's such a big jump from long scrolls to organized Chinese writing and then now a book.
Really, it's awesome how our writing has become so advanced and how information has become much more easier to use. Next, you should learn more about the earlier methods of printing.
Woodblock printing. As our slide shows, woodblock printing and paper were invented by the Chinese around 105 AD. Before this, documents were laboriously handwritten. The process. It's a technique for printing text or images. Artisans carved the image or text in reverse onto a block of wood. The raised areas were inked and pressed on the paper or cloth. Think of it as a sophisticated, reusable stamp. The impact. Woodblock printing was crucial for spreading Buddhist text and creating early block books, laying the essential groundwork for the mass production of written materials. It was the first step in making knowledge more accessible. The printing press. Fast forward to 1455, when Johannes Gutenberg in Germany invented the printing press using movable metal type. This was a game changer. The difference. Unlike woodblock printing, which required carving an entire page, Gutenberg used individual, reusable metal letters. These could be quickly arranged to form any text, making the process faster and more flexible. The impact. The printing press led to an explosion in the production of books. The ability to rapidly disseminate information played a critical role in the Renaissance and the scientific revolution. It essentially democratized knowledge, moving information from a select few into the hands of a much broader public.
Fast forward a few thousand years to 1755 and we ran into a different kind of problem: spelling. Back then, English spelling wasn't consistent. This is when Samuel Johnson published a dictionary of English language. This was a huge deal because it finally standardized English spelling. His dictionary didn't just list words, but it also included a history of the language, a grammar guide, and an extensive list of words representing basic general vocabulary. So we went from carving characters into turtle shells in 13,000 BC to finally agreeing on how to spell words in 1755. Isn't that amazing? Like, mind-blowing because gikan ta sa nagsuwat-suwat ra dito sa tortoise shell, like gikarb na to ana, tapos karon mga kuana kanang nanatay like standard nga spelling sa mga words sa mga English. Amazing, right? So this is my report on these key moments in the information age. Thank you.